Oh my goodness, everyone. I am back. Johnny Trucking is back. Goodness gracious. Where in the hell have I been, right? Let me see, make sure I can get, let's say there's probably nobody in here just yet, but I'm trying to see if I can get into the chats just to make sure that I can chat with y'all and that we have, oh, well, I may want to come over here and actually talk with y'all for a minute. Let me see. I say, well, there's not really much that I need to hear. I really just can leave the headset off for a minute. Just need y'all to be able to hear me. That's all, right? That's kind of the goal here, right? So we'll see how many people join here in a minute. This was kind of, I wanted to schedule this out, but uh, like I wanted to schedule this out, but at the same time, it was like, what's the word that I'm looking for? It didn't work. I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't get this stupid thing to. There's my chat doc. Oh well, that's nice. Error 404. Well, the YouTube chat doc doesn't work, or maybe it's a different one. There it is. Okay, there it is. Okay, we're good. So now I can see if anybody comes on here to chat with me today. I can see what y'all are saying. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to detach that dock. There we go. Okay. So I can come over here and see y'all's chats over here if y'all want to chat with me. We're gonna find out if anybody's gonna join here today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna kind of. Oh well, you know what? I need to plug in my phone or else it's gonna die. But I kind of figured I would just come on here today and chill for a little bit in case anybody wanted to talk to me today and just kind of chill here. But I don't know, it's a Saturday, and usually when I do these things on a Saturday, it can be kind of like. But feel free if you, as soon as you hop on this, as soon as you hop on here, man, I knew it wasn't gonna take very long. Hey Bianca, how's it going? Man, I swear it feels like it's been like months since I've communicated with y'all on anything that I've done on any of this stuff. And I hope I sound okay. Y'all let me know because I didn't do a sound check before I started all this, but let me know if I sound okay on here. What's the warning on the stream? I got a warning on the stream. What's the warning? I don't know what the warning is on the stream. No, the stream's fine. I don't know. This thing's weird sometimes. I'm not used to doing this from home. Like I, I was on the road for so long doing these lives and doing these things that it's kind of different to do these things, uh, live. But I think the stream is working. I think people are here, right? But hey, Bianca, how's it going? Um, Oh my god. Okay, so give me a minute, Bianca. I swear, like I just literally just signed in to the chat thing so that I could do the chat with you guys, and the Google is doing some stupid shit as usual. What's new with Google, right? Like they always got some kind of bullshit going on, and it's never simple. Oh my god. Of course. It can never just be easy. I'm just gonna go to the freaking YouTube app. Fuck this. Isn't that funny? Like I'm like fuck that. I'm just gonna go to the freaking I'm just gonna go to the freaking YouTube thing. I'm pretty sure I'm live. Feel free to tell me I'm not. I think I'm live. I don't think that I'm not live unless something happened, or I'm trying to see because like I said, this is my first. I don't. This is not necessarily my first time using OBS, but I don't know why it does this stuff. But I need to. Ugh, jeez, I do. Of course, because I used my phone as a camera, I have to freaking go in here and verify things and all that stuff, and it's just like it's annoying. So I get to look at my freaking screen for a minute. Yes, it's me. Stop asking me already. Good lord. Okay, guys, so I should be live now. I don't know why this thing likes to do this or why. Oh, jeez. No, I just lost the camera. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, what happened? Oh, I know why I lost the camera. Duh. I got out of the program. Oh my god, I swear. This is why we can't have nice things, guys. I swear this is why we can't have nice things. Like I try and I try and I try and I'm pretty sure I'm live. I don't think I'm not, but I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna see if I can get this stupid chat thing open again, because I don't know why it stopped in the first place. So okay, there we go. So I can finally see the chats. And I think we're good now. As ridiculous and stupid as that is, I think I'm pretty live. And so, but yeah, you know, it's good to hear from you. I think I remember when we talked. I think I remember when we talked. Geez, that had to have been a couple months ago since I came on this channel and talked. A lot of how you been, Bianca? Did you end up going through CFI school? I think the last time we chit chatted, that was like a couple months ago. I think you were just going into. I think you said Crowder. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were just going to school. So I think by now you should be already on the road, right? Did you stop truck driving? Not that that would be a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, you know, haven't heard from you in a long time, man. So I don't know what's been going on with the community or anything like that. Just kind of been keeping to my own and doing my own thing over here and trying other ventures and stuff like that. But you know, I'm still truck driving, and I'm still doing local truck driving. I drive every day from here, from San Antonio, it's my hometown, to Laredo and back every single day, except for some Saturdays and every Sunday off at least. So at least I know I got that. I'm gonna try to make sure that I can chat to y'all in the chat. Finally, okay, so we're good there. Yeah, man, it's been a minute, and whew, I've just been trying to enjoy things as much as I can and whatnot. Trying to enjoy life, trying to, you know, all of that good stuff, guys. I mean, geez, next month, because what are we in? We're in March now, so next month it would mark 1 year since I went local and joined SIVA. So I think that's a pretty freaking crazy milestone coming up. That means that it's been over a year since I've been OTR and over the road. So. But yeah. Oh man, just going with the motions of everything, and I know I haven't put out any a lot of content in the last couple of months here, and I've been thinking, I've been kind of seeing if I can get the creative juices flowing again and whatnot. So that's been kind of what I've been working on. I'm gonna eat my apple here just real quick. I don't think anybody's watching anyways. I hope I'm not. I hope nobody's watching right now or at this minute. I'm trying to see because this thing says warning. I'm trying to figure out current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Oh, okay, all right, that's not a big deal. I hope it's not a big deal, but we'll see in a minute. I'll stay on for a little while. I mean, I don't want to. I just thought I'd come and hop on here on a Saturday and see if anybody's on, see if anybody remembers me and wants to hop on here. Be the perfect time to ask me any questions you may have or anything like that. But if no one's gonna come on here anytime soon, then I'll just go about my day. But figured I'd give everybody a little bit of a chance to come on here and see what's up. It feels so funny doing this, but I'm just chilling on a Saturday, guys. Just waiting for people to come on this thing, say hi to me. Let me make sure. I just wanted to make sure that it's actually working. I could be on here doing. I could be on here doing. Talking to absolutely no. Well, I mean, either way, I'm talking to nobody right now. If it's working, I'm talking to nobody because no one's joined yet. If it's not working, then I'm definitely no. I'm on here. Oh, geez, don't tell me you got me like mid bite. That'd be kind of funny if it got me like mid bite, but let's see. Let's see how I sound. Then I'm definitely no. I'm on here. Oh, geez, don't tell me you got me like mid bite. That'd be kind of funny if it got me like mid bite, but let's see. Let's see how I sound. Then I'm definitely no. I'm on here. Oh, geez, don't tell me you got me like mid bite. That's funny. Okay, okay. As long as I know that we're working, that I'm working, then maybe we'll have some of y'all come on. I know it's kind of tough these days because a lot of the people that, geez, I feel like a lot of people that followed me and whatnot when I was doing this. I've been doing this now for a little over 2 years, and a lot of those people kind of disappeared, and I haven't heard from them in quite some time. And every now and then, I hope that they just randomly comment so I can at least comment to them or say something, say hey, what's going on. Um, but yeah, anybody that comes on here, man, just start talking to me and I'll talk to you back. I'm just here to chat. I'm not here for any particular reason to talk about anything in particular. I'm just here to kind of welcome everyone back. You know, as I'm trying to get this channel back up and running again and gonna start putting some more start putting a lot more content on here. But I thought I'd give everyone an opportunity on a Saturday here just to come on here with me, ask me anything you want to ask me, talk to me, chat with me. It's been a minute since I've talked to any of y'all, and I'm sorry for that. It's been a lot of stuff going on. You know what's kind of crazy is that I felt like when I left and went on over the road, I felt like the only thing I really had to worry about when I was on the road was just work, right? Let's just driving and then doing my things on my off times, you know, like going and showering and eating and sleeping and all that, right? That's what I was doing while I was on the road. And then when I decided to come back home and start doing local driving, it then became a whole thing of like work, right? All of that, but then also dealing with having to deal with the at home stuff every day instead of just instead of just like once a month. Now I got to deal with all the stuff that comes with being back at home like every single day, and It's okay. Like it's not. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying it's something different that as I've gone on a year of getting off of the road, still getting used to it. Like I gotten used to just being on the road, and then when I came home, it was just chilling out and relaxing and stuff, and or just trying like to make the best out of the time that I was at home. Now I'm at home every day, and so that comes with all the other issues and stuff. I don't want to say issues, but it comes with all the other kind of like trying to figure out home life and work at the same time. But going back to that, not that I hadn't done that before, but still driving a truck and then having to come home every day and figure out all the home life stuff and things like that. So that's been a interesting balance of that's why like the video output hasn't been as frequent as it used to be, and you would think that it would because I'm at home every day and it's a lot easier to do this, but it's like I said, like when I was on the road there was really only like maybe like a handful of things I could do during like my off time. If I wasn't driving, like I said, I was either sleeping, I was trying to take a shower, I was eating, or I was doing this. I was vlogging and I was putting together content because that's really all I could do. It's not like I could go to my backyard and chill out. It's not like I could go to my friend's house or my parents' house or anything and hang out with them on any random day. That was it. I was stuck, to just being in the truck. So that's been kind of a something I've just been trying to get used to here and whatnot. So I'm gonna eat my apple again. I don't want to turn this into an ASMR, but I'm pretty hungry. But I won't let you see my mouth chewing. Gator, Gator, Gator. What's up, Gator? Man, you caught me mid. You caught me mid apple bite, brother or sister. Um, how's it going? There we go. Okay. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. I know that there's not a lot of people in here right now, but hey, I'll take whatever I can get. This is more just me, I feel like I had some extra time today, so I was like, you know what, I want to come on here and just talk with any of y'all. Gator, I feel like man, I feel like you may have been on one of these streams before, or you may have commented on some of my videos. I can't be 100% sure. I feel so bad because I haven't done one of these in such a long time that I've kind of lost track of the people that have communicated with me in the past and stuff like that. So I don't know if you're a new person to this channel or a new person to the chats, but welcome anyways. How's your Saturday going, if you don't mind me asking? Mine's been pretty chill. I thought I was gonna have to work today, so that's why I was kind of prepared to work. And then I was told yesterday that I'm not gonna work, so I didn't have any plans or anything. So now I'm just kind of chilling out and whatnot today. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna let my followers, anybody that wants to come on here and chat with me, chill out with me, perfectly fine. Yeah, I feel that way too, man. I feel that way too. Are you a truck driver too? God, I feel stupid for asking that. I feel like I should know that about a lot of my people. But are you truck driving? Are you not a truck driver anymore? I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat some more apple. I know y'all didn't come around here for ASMR, but cool. Who are you driving for these days? Are you doing OTR or local? Oh, okay, 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 okay. You were in CFI. All right. Well, I'm glad you did that, man. Cause, good lord, like I've been hearing since I left. I mean, I've been gone from CFI for a little over a year now. Um, Man, and anybody that I have any kind of contact with that was still at CFI, they say that the workload, like the board, has been just like abysmal. Like the loads have been slow, and they don't keep people moving like they used to. And that was I felt like that was already happening Um, yeah, I felt like I was already happening when I left back in. When did I leave? I left right at the beginning of 2023. In January 2023 is when I left, and the load board there was already like crap, dude. Like I remember towards the end in December of 2022, I was in Laredo for like 3 days waiting for a load, and it was like, dude, hey, what's going on? Man, I'm gonna butcher your name because it's all one long word. I'm just gonna call you. I'm just gonna call you Brincer. Well, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're just talking about CFI right now. I don't know if their pay has changed since I left. I haven't been there for over a year now. But when I had left, I had just made the last pay raise that I could get before I would have to hit 100, or what is it? I forgot what the next. I think I had hit at that point before I had left. I think I had hit around. I got my last raise, and I think I was making 47 cents a mile because I was at 42, and then I got my last raise, and it was 47 cents a mile by the time I had left CFI. Yeah, it was 47 cents a mile when I had left. I think their threshold, I think you can get as high as, correct me if I'm wrong, Gator, but I think you can get as high as 52 cents. That's if you're just going to do dry van. The only other ways that what I know that you can make more money with CFI is if you become a trainer. And a trainer, they'll give you an extra. I think they were going to give me, I think they were trying to give me an extra like 25 cents a mile to be a trainer. So I would have been, so I could have only made like, it's less than 75 cents a mile to be a trainer. And then of course they give you all the incentives and stuff. If you train more people, then you can get like bonuses and stuff like that. But really, yeah, before 72 cents. So when I had left CFI, I was at 47 cents, and I wouldn't have been able to get to, what was it, like 50 or 52, unless I had put down, I think it's 150,000 miles before you can get that rate. I think I might be wrong, might be even higher. But I wasn't. But the thing is that at the end of the day, when before I had left, it wasn't so much the. I mean, the pay is not that great, but for somebody like me who, I've said before, I didn't have any kind of trucking experience before I got into this. I had absolutely none. I had to go to school right through. I went through CFI, went through Crowder, and did all that. And then within a month, I was in a truck training. So for me, I feel like my mindset was, don't worry too much about the money at the beginning because you're just starting. You've never done this before, and this could all end tomorrow if I make a mistake. So don't worry about the money right away. But after a year, after I did a whole year, and my safety record was great, and I was a really, really good employee. I got all my loads where they needed to go. I was always doing what I was asked. I felt that after that year was over, I was like, man, maybe the money is not that great. But then what got worse about it was the loads. The loads was the worst part. I felt like, damn, if I'm not even gonna be making a lot per mile, and I'm not even moving, I'm just literally sitting here and doing nothing. What's the point of me still staying here? Like, what is the benefit of me staying here? So that's when I decided, well, I got my year down. I got my school paid for. So that's when I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got to find something else. So what I did is I started looking at other things. Like you, Gator, I made the decision too that being full on OTR was not going to be a benefit to me unless I was going to be making over 70 cents a mile. That was my thinking in my head. Unless someone's going to pay me over 70 cents a mile to go OTR, I don't want to go OTR, right? Like full OTR again, like four 40 47 48 states or whatever OTR. Now, I understand some people will look at that and say, "Oh, you're looking for too much, or you're doing that, or you don't like." And it's like, oh, whatever. I don't care. I know what I think that I'm worth, and I think I could. I think that's that's if you feel like that kind of money is not worth it to you, then don't do it. So, anyways, I looked around and there was a couple of OTR companies that the highest they could really go OTR was like 60, and that's just for dry van. Now, some companies will pay you more to do like reefer if you want to do like, groceries or produce and stuff like that, like anything that requires refrigeration. You might be able to find somebody that'll pay you, upwards of a little bit under 70 or even more. Of course, if you go teams, that's another way to make a little bit more money. If really all you care about is just doing the best that you can to make as much money as you can, by doing very little. What I mean by that is the most money that you can make in this industry, if you're gonna go OTR, is doing hazmat. Hazmat still pays very, very, very well, but hazmat comes with um, all of its other like major regulations and stuff like that. But people will pay you. I've seen some companies that'll pay you like $1 a mile to run hazmat, but good luck running hazmat. You got to get your licensing, and then you have to abide by every single regulation. If you do not abide by every single regulation on hazmat, you will lose your license and lose your job, and then you're done. So you have to be very, very careful about all of that. That's the best thing I can say about OTR. But anyway, so I went to MVT, went regional, and did that for a while. And they were paying me 60 cents a mile, and the pay was really good, and the loads were there. I was always busy. But then I decided to move to Siva, maybe find something that I'd be a little bit more, home every day. And I still am here at Siva. I'm about to be 1 year at Siva next month. Actually, in April, I'll be 1 year with Siva, and I haven't really had a chance to like sit there in front of a camera. I think I've done this kind of like, like while I was on the road. While I was on the road, I haven't had a chance to actually sit here on camera and explain Siva's pay and whatnot. But Siva is the first company. I mean, I've only worked for three of them. It's not like I've worked for like a handful or anything. But Siva is the first company that that I worked for that had what's called route pay. Like they don't pay you by the mile and they don't pay you hourly. They pay you by the route. So here at Siva, we all of us start off in San Antonio, and then they spread us out to the different areas of Texas. Mostly we're all going to South Texas. There's some North Texas, not really that far north, but there's some North Texas, and then but most of them are all going south towards the border to pick up Honda parts for the Honda vehicles, and then coming back to the San Antonio. So we go to Laredo, we go to Bronzeville, we go to McAllen, we go to Del Rio, we go to El Paso, we go to Eagle Pass, all those border towns and stuff like that. All the ones that have manufacturing, we all go there and then we come back. But depending on which ones are the longer routes, the ones with more miles on them, those are the ones that pay more. So like for me, I go to Laredo and I come back every day, and I get paid a base route pay of $200 a day. So that's what I'm getting paid just to run from Laredo and back to San Antonio every day. So if you break it down into a mileage thing, let's just say I was making like that's I'm making more than 60 cents a mile, then if we're basing it on that. I understand that for some people $200 a day is not a lot of money, and that doesn't sound like a lot. And sure, I was making a lot more doing OTR or even doing regional when I was doing that, but that was only because I was working 70 hours a week and driving 50, and driving and using my whole entire clock to make the miles, so that I could make $1,200 or $1,300 a week when I was with MBT. But yeah, that's because I was, I was working all 55 of my freaking drive hours, and I was draining. It was like mentally draining, and so I took it. So yes, I did take a little bit of a pay cut moving from MBT to Siva, but the payoff of that was being able to be home every day, and then to have most weekends off. Every now and then I have to work. Every now and then I have to work on Saturdays, but it's not like every Saturday. It's like every other Saturday. Like this weekend, I was supposed to work yesterday. Or I was supposed to work today, but I was told yesterday that I'm not gonna have to after all. So I had the weekend off now. We never work on Sundays. We have all Sundays off. I've never worked a Sunday since I've worked with this company. So at least you have a Sunday. You have a guaranteed Sundays, so that you can at least do your reset. Um, and then we have most holidays off and paid for, so we never have to work if Honda's not working, if the Honda factory is not open for particular holidays. um you know um if Honda is not working, like the factories are not working on specific holidays or times, then we're not working. So like even when Honda goes into like their summer or winter shutdowns, then we also don't work either. The only back draw of that is that we don't get paid for those. We have to use any kind of PTO if we want to get paid for that time off. We have to use our PTO during that time off. But it's not so bad because most of the time Honda does their shutdowns during a holiday. Like during the summer, they'll usually do it during 4th of July, so we get paid for 4th of July, and then they go on winter break around Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, but Christmas, and New Year. So we get paid we get holiday pay for those couple of days, and then we just have to fill in the gaps. And so it's not so bad. It's actually kind of nice to be able to have that. You don't get that OTR. OTR, you have to say whether or not you want to take a holidays off or anything like that. Like they don't just give them to you. Like, OTR, that you're running every day no matter what, unless you say you don't want to run. Yeah, see, Gator, that was one of the problems that I had with MVT when I was with them for that little bit of time, is that those 34s, coming home for those 34s was just kind of draining a little bit, and I just didn't feel like I had enough time to literally reset my own body. 34 hours I feel is not enough time to kind of get everything you need done before having to get back on the road again and move again. I understand it's a lifestyle. It really is, and I've explained that plenty of times. It's a lifestyle. It's not for everybody, and it's not easy. It's very difficult. But I don't know. Maybe for some people they like that, and they don't like being stagnant. They like being on the move, and having 34 hours off is good enough for them. But for me, I'm like, man, I need at least 2 days, right? Like 2 full days, 48 to 50 hours of just being able to get rest, do laundry, chill out, visit family, visit friends, and then go back. And even at that, sometimes that's not enough. But you know, so having what I have now here, it's nice. But you know, I know what I can do if I want to make more money. I know what I can do. The good thing is that you can make good money here at Siva if you do the longer routes, like the Bronzeville, like from San Antonio to Bronzeville or McAllen. Those routes are almost 500 miles a day, because going from here to Bronzeville and back, I think it's about I want to say it's like 240 each way, so it's almost 500 miles a day, if not pretty close. And so they'll pay you on those routes. My boss, my boss is funny because they know that I do YouTube and whatnot. I didn't tell them about it, but they just kind of stumbled on it, and they told me the next time you tell people the pay, like make sure you get it right. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's funny. Um, but yeah, those are the higher paying routes there, and with those, I think in a week's, I think those are. I'm gonna get it wrong again because I didn't write it down like an idiot, but I think those routes are 260. 260 a day for those routes. So you do the math. You make some pretty good money after 5 days. After 5 days, and then you still get the weekend off. And if they ask you to run, if you have hours and you can run on Saturday, and there's a Saturday route you can run, then more gravy for you, right? So that's not bad. I personally feel like that's not bad for a place that you go home every night and and have most weekends and most holidays and all of that stuff off. You're not gonna find very many trucking companies, in my opinion, that do that. So I got kind of lucky when I was looking for a local job, and I kind of saw the ad on Indeed for this one, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try and see what's up. Um, and yeah, so it was good. I mean, sometimes things happen here at this company, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows. But where is it? You know, I almost had signed on with MVT on a local route that would have had me home every day as well. But it was 12 hours a day, so it was like midnight to noon, or it was either midnight to noon or noon to midnight. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of those two shifts, and they were only going to pay $18 an hour, and you were only going to be able to work 4 days and no overtime. So it was a 4 day. I think it was a 4 day route and no overtime. So 28 hours a week, no overtime pay. So when you went over 40 hours, you just not like you got double time or time and a half. It was 18 out. It was $18 an hour for 48 hours a week. I almost took that, but when I did the math and whatnot, I was like, man, that's not a lot of money, man. That's not enough. I feel like that's 48 hours of work for nothing. Like, oh my god. And so at least here it's like I found this, and I was like, I think this is the best I'm gonna get for now until I'm sure there's other companies out there, and there's probably better pay, but you know, I'm pretty good where I'm at right now. The people in the office are really good people. They really try to do their best to make things as easy as possible for us. There are moments that I have issues and stuff with some of the things, but a lot of it is not really under their control. A lot of it is with the suppliers that we go to. Not every supplier is great, as y'all know, and so. But other than that, I mean, those are really like the big things. Like, there's really not anything that's like super, super, super like that I'm like thinking about like, ugh, I may need to go somewhere else because this is a little too much for me or whatever. Like, nah, I think I'm good right now. Um, However, like I said, if I do feel like I want to make more money in the bank right away, then I can always just go back to doing. I can always just go back to doing regional work or doing OTR, and I know I can make now with over 2 years of experience. I can make a lot more money doing that. But I'm pretty complacent and fine. I don't want to say complacent, but I'm pretty fine right now with what I'm doing with doing local driving. I still get to drive a truck now. The only thing that kind of stinks a little bit is that, well, you do the same thing every day, right? You drive the same road every day. You go back and you come back, and it's the same sceneries, and it's you don't get to see anything different anymore. Like I was, going through mountains and seeing all kinds of different kinds of terrain and whatnot. Those are the only things I kind of miss about it. But other than that, it's like I don't miss anything else about I don't miss very much anything else about OTR, dude. Like sleeping in a truck is just it's not the best. Um, and then dealing with all the BS of being over the road and whatnot is it weighs on you, and it's like ugh after a while. Company I went to, they're good. They have the truck. They have the truck hooked to the trailer and ready to go when we get there. I miss. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, the company that Siva, you do have to hook up to a new trailer like every day, and you have to be the one to hook up and drop. But it's just one hookup. Like it's one hookup a day, and it's one drop. You hook up in the morning, you take your trailer to Laredo, and then you come back, and then you unhook. So it's not like I'm hooking and unhooking every couple of hours or anything like that. Like it's not really drop and hook all the. It's not like I go to Laredo, drop and hook, and then come back and drop and hook, but drop and hook again. So it's only one. It's only once a day, so it's not too bad. So yeah. And the nice thing is that all the trailers that we have are right there at the warehouse. So we're not pulling trailers from like other parts of town or other warehouses or anything that we don't know anything about. So all the trailers are there at the warehouse. So we always know, like, or at least if there's a problem with one, it typically gets taken care of pretty quickly, and usually don't have to worry about if you catch something, as long as people are doing their post trips and submitting the repairs, then typically they get done, they get taken care of. But sometimes people don't do that. Sometimes they just drop and they leave, and they don't, and next morning you go there and you're like, the OBS, the ABS light should not be cut, but it is, so that's not good. That's a true story. That's a true story. I was doing a light test, and the ABS light was not coming on, and I was like, oh well, let me go see. Maybe the wiring is loose, or the bulb might be shot. I don't know. Let me go see. So I went to go and like look at the wiring, and I was like, oh, it was just split. It was just cut. So I'm like, yeah, that'll explain why it didn't work. So um, I had to take my little splicers and like pull the shielding off, and like and twist all the wires together so that way the light came on. So I don't know why the person did that, but I mean it worked. So I don't know. It was weird, but it was funny. I had to wrap it up with electrical tape and whatnot, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, good Lord, I don't know why people do some of the things they do sometimes. But yeah, that's another thing, is being able to go 70. Our trucks are governed at 70. It's a lot better than going 64. That was with both. I mean, CFI I think it's 65, but I think the truck's going more like 64. And then at MVT you start off at 64, and the only way you can get more speed is by hitting their fuel efficiency goals, which are virtually unattainable. At least I found that it was virtually unattainable to maintain their high standards of fuel efficiency there at that company. It was just almost impossible to do that. So I was never going to get the speed boost, while I was there, because I you only get a certain amount of time. Maybe if you're OTR, like if you're true OTR with that then again, I don't think MVT does true OTR anymore. I'd have to, most of the, I mean, they changed a lot of their stuff to like regional OTR. So I don't even know if they have true OTR, like 48 state OTR anymore. But anyways, but yeah, I found it almost impossible. You would literally have to like drive a lot of the stretch of highway, going like 55 to 60 miles an hour on cruise control, so that you can try to save fuel to hit those fuel efficiency goals. And that's like, yeah, right. Hey, what's going on, What's going on, Brandon? Nice to see you, man. I'm telling you, man, it's been a minute since I've been out here. I haven't seen y'all. I haven't heard from y'all in forever. Y'all haven't heard from me in forever. I'm gonna eat a piece of my apple real quick. But yeah, I've been good, man. I've just been busy and been crazy with everything. But I'm still with Siva. I'm actually going on a year with them. Next month it'll be a year with Siva. It's crazy to think about, because I feel like I just started with them, but I've almost been with them for almost a year now, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still going from here to Laredo every day, from San Antonio to Laredo and back every day, so it's not too bad. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, and then of course I've been pretty busy with trying to get my other channel going with one of my friends. We're doing a wrestling podcast channel, the Springboard Plancha Podcast, and so I got that going on too. So I've been kind of busy. Oh, I'm over here like eating my apple like nothing. Sorry. Dude, that's badass, Brendan. I'm glad you got out of OTR too. I'm telling you guys, like, OTR is fine.
but after a while, you just kind of get tired of it, and there's just too much. I think there's just too much bull that goes on doing OTR, and you have to like sacrifice so very much to make good money out there. There's money to be made, there always is, but I feel like you have to sacrifice just way too much of everything to just make some money out there being OTR. So it's all about balance, right? Like, what are you comfortable? What makes you comfortable? What are you comfortable with making? What are you comfortable with the money wise and stuff like that? And I guess that really matters at the end of the day, right? So, but that's good, Brandon. Yeah, I was just talking that I think I just finished talking that I make about 200 a month. Or excuse me, that's wrong. 200 a week. 200 a week doing oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I think I need to eat more. 200 a day. 200 a day. Good lord. If I made 200 a week or 200 a month, I wouldn't be living in a house. I'd be living under a bridge with a tent. But yeah, 200 a day, five days a week, sometimes six. So when I work those 6 day work weeks, whew, that's good money. I get to sleep. I get to sleep in my bed every night. I get to take showers in my own shower. I get to use my own bathroom. I don't have to go and use the bathroom at a Pilot or Love's and hope to God that it's clean. I don't have to go to the showers and hope that there's hot water today, kind of things. Like, that's nice, right? So I get to eat at home, which is starting to become a little bit of a problem because I kind of like food and I like to eat a lot of it. So I've been feeling that lately. I've been feeling that lately, in the form of my weight a little bit. I've gained a little bit of weight. Not afraid to admit that. It's just gonna have to work to make it come off. But you know, it's life. I always fluctuate on my weights every couple of years. I always fluctuate. Sometimes I stay stagnant for a while. Sometimes I gain. Sometimes I lose. It just depends on. It depends on everything. Depends on my moods, my time, all that fun stuff. Lately, I've been just really tired and busy, and I just I need to eat real quick. I don't have sometimes I don't have a lot of time to cook, but those are personal choices. It is what it is. If I want to lose weight, I know that I can. I've done it before. I can do it again. It's not a big deal. Especially with local truck driving too, I find myself snacking quite a bit. It's like, ugh, it's a bad habit. I need to stop snacking while I'm driving. Or if I'm gonna snack, I just need to start taking like I need to start taking like apples and bananas and stuff with me and just snack on those instead of snacking on potato chips and whatnot and candy. Real easy to snack on bad stuff because it's always available there. It's always available to you. But dude, I tell you, like, it is a lot easier. And I'm pretty sure you can agree with this, Brandon. That is a lot easier to maintain your mental health when you're not on the road all the time. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to maintain your personal well being and your mental health out when you get to be home a lot more often and whatnot. Um, and right now the weather's like perfect over here in Texas, so it's like so as soon as we get off of here, I'm probably gonna go outside for a little bit and go and chill out there and whatnot. And but I did want to come on here for a little bit, see who would hop on, see who wanted to talk for a little bit and whatnot. But that's where I've been, guys. I mean, I've just been busy doing working and busy personal life, and then busy doing this other business venture that I got going on with the wrestling podcast. So that's been fun. I've been having a lot of excuse me. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So no complaints here. But I do want to come back. I did want to come back here to kind of start coming back, because I don't want the channel to necessarily die. I don't think it needs to. I've seen it, dude. I've seen a lot of. I don't know how many people. I don't know how many guys and gals y'all follow, as far as trucking channels are concerned. But a lot of them, that what I've seen, a lot of them are dead. A lot of them are dead, or they just disappeared. Um, a lot of the guys that I had kind of come, that I kind of started with, have just kind of like, they disappear. They don't really do it as much anymore. And I mean, maybe they're like me, like too, like where they just kind of, they went hard in the paint for the first year or two, and then it was like, whew, I need to take a little bit of a break here. like I know riding with Dave slowed down a lot. Uh, even Alex, the trucking guy, even he kind of slowed down a little bit too. He still puts videos out there, but he slowed down a lot too as far as his video output. But at that point, what does that guy have? I think he has like 900,000 subscribers. So at that point, he just makes monetization without even having to put out a single video. He can put out one video a month and he'll be just fine. His ad revenue is probably through the roof at this point. He's probably making easily, like, he's gotta make at least like 1,000 a month. I think. I might be over exaggerating on that, but with 900,000 subscribers and all the ad revenue that he's getting off of all his videos and whatnot in his channel, I'm sure he's getting a pretty good significant amount of money through his channel every month. I'd be surprised if he wasn't getting like at least 1,000 a month. Me, I get like, I don't mind being honest with y'all and being open about it, but me, I think I make like $20 a month. I think I make $20 a month on this channel, and of course with YouTube, they don't pay you, unless you make $100 until you have $100 in your account. Once you've accumulated $100, then they'll cut you a check, for the month or whatever. So as long as you're making over 100 a month on YouTube, they're gonna send you a check every month. But that's my uncle. But if you're not, if you're only, but if so you'll just get your money into your account until you make 100. So if somebody like me that has 1.7 subscribers, 1.7 thousand subscribers is making $20 a month or whatever on average, I would imagine somebody like Alex is probably making like 1,000. So that's probably why he's like, I don't have to put out 5 videos a week anymore. I can just put out one like every couple of weeks and be just fine. And so, but yeah, I've noticed a lot of guys I noticed a lot of people in the community that I came on with, they're gone. Like they haven't put anything out in quite some time. So I'm kind of surprised. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna come on here and just let people know I'm not gone. I'm not going anywhere. It's just been busy and trying to figure out, what else can I put on this thing that I haven't put on here just yet to kind of help anything that might be able to help up and coming truck drivers, that want to get into this business and whatnot. Maybe that's where I should push it forward to, let you know how local truck driving is and stuff. So I got some things I want to record and I want to put out there. And now that I have more of an opportunity to do things like this where I'm just in my home and I can just chill back here and chit chat with y'all, I don't mind doing that either from time to time, a little more often, to kind of give everyone an opportunity to come on here and just talk with me and ask me questions, ask me anything you want, chit chat with me. I don't really care. Whatever y'all want, man. I'm a pretty open book for the most part. So I don't mind telling you what I make. I don't mind telling you how it is and whether or not you should do it. I don't mind being honest with any of y'all. I think the people that have followed me enough here know that's how I roll. Man, I can't wait. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think tonight is. I was just looking outside and it's already getting like dark outside. I think tonight is tonight daylight savings Like, does daylight savings happen tonight, or is that not until next week? I know it's coming. No, yeah, it's sorry, I got a little piece of apple like stuck there. What the hell? No, it's tonight. Yeah, we go officially. We roll. We spring forward an hour, so we're gonna lose an hour tonight, but we gain an extra like what hour, 2 hours of sunlight a day. So right now the sun goes down by like 6:30. At least going forward, it won't go down till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So at least on days that I get home, at 6 o'clock or whatever, there'll still be sunlight out and I can enjoy it for a little bit. So that'll be nice here coming up. And I personally, I don't mind driving at night, but I tell you what, like lately, I feel like the lights and stuff have been like getting to me and stuff like that. Like they start like everyone these days has LED lights and they're bright as fuck, and then they turn their brights on a lot of the times and it just gets even brighter, and sometimes it's hard to like avoid the blasting of light in your eyes while you're driving. So it's like sometimes I just feel like yeah, driving in the day is not such a bad idea. The only time I like driving at night is if it's like at like midnight, from midnight to like 4 or 5 in the morning. That's the only time I like driving at night because there's nobody else on the road. because there's barely anybody on the road. But if you're driving at night at like from like 7 o'clock to till midnight, there's still a lot of cars on the road and everyone has bright ass fucking headlights. So yeah, that's how that goes. How long have I been on? How long have I been on already? I've been on for we're going on about an hour. So I'm probably gonna take this to about an hour, and then I'm gonna call it for the for this little chitty chat, and go see if I can get some things done today before it gets too late. But yeah, it was fun coming on here again. Um, or the people that came on, thank you for interacting with me and whatnot. But I appreciate y'all. Like I'm still on here for a little bit. Still on here I'm gonna be on here for a couple more minutes. So if anybody wants to come on here and still ask any questions or chit chat, I don't mind. Go ahead. It's like speak now or forever hold your peace until the next one. Oh man, but I have missed this doing stuff like this. I think I told y'all. It's been a minute, but I think I told y'all. This was already back in September. That I got employee of the month at CFI, driver of the month. So that was pretty cool to be able to get that for the first time since joining the trucking community in the industry. Being able to get a driver of the month award was pretty cool. That was pretty nice. I was kind of shocked and surprised, but hey, it works for me, man. It just shows that the fruits of my labor. So that was nice. And CFI has been really, for the most part, CFI has been really good to us. As far as pays decent, vacation time, all that fun stuff. And then they being like during Trucker Appreciation Week, they gave us a lot of things for free. They gave us a beach towel. They gave us shoes. They gave us work shoes. They gave us clipboard. They gave us a couple other things too. If I have them all in a big old basket over here, but. Um, they gave us a bunch of stuff there at CFI when ever since I've started working there, they've always tried to give us as much as possible. We got like a little duffel bag with a little insulated like a Yeti cup. They gave us a Yeti cup. So they've been really really cool to us, man, and they try their best to do what they can. Of course, they're all limited to what the corporate offices will allow them to pay and do and all that fun stuff, and so I'll stick around for as long as I see fit, unless I feel like something is happening that requires me to like look elsewhere or something like that. Then I'm always open to it. I'm always just kind of looking out to make sure there's not like a big time major opportunity out there. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing, and there is still, like I said, there is still the opportunity to make more money in this company if the time comes that I want to pick a different route, one that might pay me a little bit more. I might take that, but it's all balancing. excuse me, it's all balancing the, what you want to do. It's all balancing your whether or not you want to be, home more often, or do you want to work shorter days or longer days. The longer, the longer routes are the ones that pay the most, but those are the ones where you're gonna pretty much, you're gonna work about 12 hours a day. Then that's what you're signing up for. Between driving and loading and all that, like, you're probably gonna work closer to 11 to 12 hours a day, but you're gonna get paid a lot more. So that's kind of like what do you want to do? What are you comfortable with, kind of thing. So there's been a couple of times where they've already asked me if I wanted to take one of those routes, and I did for like a short minute, and then I figured out, like, I didn't like the times, because I was leaving San Antonio at about 8 a.m., which is not terrible, right? Because 8 a.m. is pretty standard for any job. But then I wasn't getting back till like 8 or 9 p.m. And so I felt like, oof, my whole day just is gone, right? My whole entire day is gone. I wake up, I get ready for work, and then I leave in the morning. And when I come back, it's dark. It's dark outside, and it's 9 o'clock at night. And there's not much I can do after, like, a lot of the stores start closing and stuff, so you can't do any kind of like personal shopping or anything like that if you need to, and you can only do it on the weekend. So that's why I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, nah, I don't think I want to do that. And so I went back to my Laredo route and just took that, and I've been happy with that ever since. But the opportunities are there, and that's not the only time frame they have for the long ones. They have different ones. Like, they have, like, I think the earliest that they have leaving is like 3 a.m. So you can leave at 3 a.m. and go to Bronzeville or to one of the long routes, and you'll be back by like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. But just keeping in mind that you got to do that Monday through Friday. So every day you gotta wake up at 2 o'clock at least, probably at one. I would say 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning at the latest, so that you can get to your truck, do all your stuff, and get your trailer hooked up, or if it's not already hooked up, and then take off by 3 o'clock, so you can get to Bronzeville by 7 or 8 for your first pickup. Um, and then do all that, and then come back, and then hopefully you can be back by 3 o'clock or so, right, in the afternoon. You'll have the rest of the day, but I mean, at some point you got to fall asleep, right? So you probably would have to go to sleep by like, at least by like 7 or 8 o'clock every day, right, at in the night, so that way you can make sure you're gonna get your ass up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So there's options with that company to make a pretty decent amount of money. You just, like I said, you have to kind of weigh the time frames and what you feel is comfortable. And everything there, though, is seniority. So the longer you've been there, you get the priority on the routes. So it is what it is. But from time to time, they'll come at you and they'll ask you, hey, we're looking for somebody that wants to take a Laredo route, and they're doing a Bronzeville route right now. Do you want to trade with them, and you can have that route? It has more money in it. These are the time frames. If you want it, it's fine. If you don't, it's not. You don't have to give it up. So it's not like they tell you, like, hey, starting tomorrow you're doing this. No choice. You don't have a choice in the matter. They at least give you a choice and give you an opportunity to either accept it or don't, and they just go down to the next thing. It's how it goes. But I think, but we've been doing these, I think, every couple of months, where we do a what's called a route bid, where then we can bid on the top 3 routes that we want to run. And then if a seniority person picks the route that we chose at the top, then they go on to the next one. And so basically you can pick the top 3 routes you'd want to run, and hopefully you'll get one of those 3. That's the goal, right? Hopefully you get your top choice. If not, you should be okay with the other 2 that you chose. Then that's why you choose 3 that you like. So it's pretty flexible. I mean, it's pretty nice, man, but it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at this point. But um, yeah, so we'll just see how it goes from there. But this is not gonna be the last. This is not gonna be the last live that I'm gonna do. I'll do another one of these, hopefully, here coming up pretty soon. So I will be back to do another one of these. But I've gone on for about an hour, so I'm not I'm not one of these guys that likes to sit through these things. They like to sit and just do these lives. I've seen some of these guys in the community that they're literally sit in this chair and do these live things for like 4 to 5 hours a day or something like that. And I'm like, guys, what the hell could you be talking about? And then I listen in sometimes, and I'm like, sometimes it's interesting stuff, and then a lot of the times it's just talking shit all the time, and talking bullshit and all the time. I'm like, oh, okay, this is just y'all's way to fucking get away from y'all's wives or whatever, and just bullshit and for 4 or 5 hours a day, man. Like, good lord, it's like I got other things I got to do. I can't be on here for 4 to 5 hours a day. That's a little too much for me. So, but an hour, I think an hour is pretty good. Sometimes I'll go. Sometimes I might go two if the conversation is good. But if I feel like I'm talking to myself too much, then I probably need to get off and just do something else. But like right now, nobody's in the chat right now. Y'all just listening to me, and that's fine too. But I don't have anybody in the chat right now, so I'm kind of running out of things to kind of talk about at this point. I'm just gonna keep rambling on and rambling on. So I'm like, maybe not. I won't stay on too long. I know it's a Saturday too, so people are probably out uh, being busy and doing different things and whatnot. So that's probably what I should be doing. I should probably be doing something else than sitting here in front of a computer screen. But I was like, sure, why not? But okay, guys, it's been nice. It's been fun coming on here. Once again, like, be on the lookout on the channel. I'll try to schedule this out next time, just to give everybody a warning that I am going to be online. And like I said, the hope is that I can start pumping out a little bit more content on the channel. The channel's not dead. I am not dead. I'm still here. And I'll see y'all guys soon. But until then, y'all have a good rest of y'all's weekend. And see y'all down the road.